Well, good morning and welcome. Good morning. Welcome to Unity of Greater Hartford. My name is Reverend Christine Boylan, and it is lovely to see all of you here in the sanctuary and to know that there are others watching on Facebook and on our website. Welcome to all of you. Just a few things I wanted to talk about. This last Wednesday evening was the closing session of Unity's Eastern Region Annual Conference. And they came to us and wanted to know if we would be willing to have it in our sanctuary for several reasons. One, because if people were really desiring to have that human connection, well, they weren't going to get it at the conference because it was going to be on Zoom. So if they wanted it, they could come here on Wednesday evening. But the other reason was because they had been watching as we went through our latest challenge, our latest opportunity to fly in faith. And so they wanted us to talk about that. The conference was all about what's being revealed, what needs to be released, what needs to be rejoiced, and how do we get renewed? So the themes seem to fit in perfectly with our last 4 or 5 months of since the attack on our church. And so there are about a dozen people here and about 60 online, and Carolyn wowed them with her music and singing, yay. And Liston Filia and Deborah Wilson amazed them with their incredible poems. And I, of course, relayed our experience of the last several months with a focus on lessons learned. The session was recorded, so when I get that recording, we will show it here on Sunday because, thanks to Marty, we now know how to do that. Because when they asked me if we would be willing to do this, I understood that we didn't know how to do that, technology-wise, right? But I knew that we could figure it out. So, of course, when I asked the board if they would agree, I didn't tell them that. And they just went, oh, okay. And then I went to Jim and said, this is what I'd like to do. But if we can't figure out a way to do it the fancy live stream technology ways, I can always do it the old-fashioned way of holding an iPad. We can figure that, that could be our plan B. Because according to Tony, we always have to have a plan B. So I didn't put pressure on them, but Jim spent many, many hours, had some help from Marty and some help from Tony, and about what we could do, and we tested it, and I just let it go. I just said, it's somehow all going to work out. And Jim and Marty and Tony, remarkably, they also stayed open. Doesn't say that they didn't worry a little bit, but they were open and receptive. And of course, we ended up doing it the fancy live stream way on Wednesday evening. So thank you, Marty, Jim, and Tony. So I'm looking forward to all of you seeing that recording. I also just want to take a moment to remind you that we have an incredible class coming up on Zoom on Monday night. It's several Mondays in a row. If you want to go, but I can't, I'm going to miss one, or let me know, and I'll record the session for you. But I would love it if as many of you can attend. I know there's school and there's work and children and all kinds of other things. Excuse me, I have something in my eye. But I would really urge you to attend. This year has been flying in faith, right? And sometimes it feels, if you're like me, it feels like you've been grounded, okay? And not in a good meditative way. This session by Paul Hasselbeck is really going to give you not just information, not just knowledge, but it will also tap into the mystical. It'll also tap into how you can better tap in to your knowing within. Because it's not about, so we talk about being transformed, right? And I like that too. But it's really more about remembering who you are. It's really about remembering that there is that spark of divinity within you. And so this is really a class that hopefully will take you to another level of your faith, and will also encourage you to step off the ledge, to let go, and to know that you really can fly in faith. So I hope you'll go online, register, and join me on Monday nights. Okay? Thank you. If you have any questions, please come and see me. And all you need to do is go to the website, hit that donate button, which is also a register button, and it's there. It's on the front page of the website, and it's also in our newsletter. All right. As you know, we have a board member on duty every Sunday, and this Sunday our board member on duty is Deborah. Deborah, wave your hand. She's our board president. So if you have a question or a concern and you can't find me, then please see Deborah, and she's going to help you out. And I'll redirect you to Rob. Yeah. Rob loves being board member on duty. He loves it. Now, when you arrived, you should have been handed the October bulletin as well as some song sheets. Just a reminder that you can support us in recycling these bulletins and song sheets by leaving the papers in the basket on the table in the atrium. So, if you would get that bulletin in front of you and look on that for our welcome affirmation, I would like to invite you to say that with me. Together. Unity is a positive path for spiritual living. And of course, we know that here in Unity, we welcome, value, and include all people. Now, as you know, as I said a few minutes ago, our 2023 theme is Flying in Faith. And every month we have an affirmation that we distribute to you, and we ask that you bring that affirmation into your daily prayer practice. And so, as I remind you about that, I'm going to ask our worship assistant to come up and light our Christ candle. And that affirmation is, and it's on your bulletin too, flying in faith, I am aligned with divine order, and all things work together for good in my life. So let's take that affirmation into this time of prayer, into our opening prayer today. And so we just take a moment to breathe in and to breathe out. Flying in faith, I'm aligned with divine order, and all things work together for good in my life. So I open myself up to the order in the universe, even when it appears that there is no order. And today, I'm going to ask you to focus your prayers on the Middle East, specifically for Israel and Palestine, to all the people there. We hold a vision of divine order for them, a vision of peace, of safety, of love. No matter that we may not see it right now, we know that as we hold that vision, that vision can work in, through, and as us into the world. We also hold as a truth, that the desire for peace is not just our desire, but it's the desire of all people. It is an inner longing of all people. There is a divine love and harmony that moves within all people. There is a divine order that moves within all. And in this moment of silence, let's hold that in our hearts, in our minds, in our very souls, knowing that there is a time when peace will prevail. A moment in the silence. And we breathe in, and we breathe out. And we affirm that divine order, love, wisdom, peace exist within each one of us. And we desire to bring that out into the world today and every day. And so it is. Amen. Amen. And so now I'd like to welcome our wonderful choir and also say good morning to our wonderful music director, Carolyn.
Good morning. Thank you. Thank you, choir. All right. Hello on this beautiful morning. So on your way in, you should have been handed some song sheets with lyrics to today's songs. So take that in your hand, stand if you are able, and we're going to begin by singing When I Pray. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right And now look for I'm Choosing Heaven Today. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing joy today. I'm choosing joy today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing joy today. I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing heaven. I'm choosing heaven. I'm choosing heaven today. Woo-hoo! Thank you, and thank you, choir.
Oh, good morning. Good morning again. Why not? Thanks, Carolyn, and thank you to the choir. I'm always wishing I'm sitting out there actually hearing you, because we don't get quite the same effect here, but thank you. So here's what's happening in our church community. As you know, last Sunday we had an animal blessing, and you can still place your blessing for an animal in the basket, which is now out in the atrium. And all of them will be sent to Silent Unity this week for continued prayer and upliftment. And if you go into the community room, you will see lots of stuff on or near the risers in the back corner. So anything on or under or next to or in the general vicinity of these risers are yours for the taking, so please take them. We're especially interested in having people take the packing boxes and bubble wrap, especially if you have a way to recycle them, or if you know someone who maybe could use them, someone making a move in the future. We can also meet you here at the church during the week to pick these things up if it's not convenient for you to pick them up today or on another Sunday. And another exciting announcement, we have theater coming to Unity of Greater Hartford. Yay! ImagineX Productions will be presenting a very special event combining live performances along with lights, sounds, music, multimedia projections, special effects. This sounds like a whole extravaganza into an original production based on actual events of the famous 1938 broadcast, The War of the Worlds by Orson Welles. If you've ever listened to that, it's quite fascinating. And as we know, many people thought it was actually a real event that was happening. So our own Liston Filyaw is one of the actors. The play is called The Night America Panicked, and there will be 2 performances here on Saturday. The first one will be Saturday, October 21st at 7 p.m., and then the next day, Sunday, October 22nd at 3 p.m. And tickets are only $20 for all of that, all of those things that will be going on. During the intermission, we'll be selling snacks and beverages in the community room, and we will retain the proceeds. We do need people to bring cookies and cupcakes and to help out during the intermission at either or both of the shows. So please sign up on the clipboard in the atrium, where you can also pick up a promotional poster for the play, so you can take that out into the world and put it someplace so other folks can see and hopefully participate. And then 2 other Sunday events to mark on your calendars. Sunday, October 29th, will be a Halloween celebration with prizes for best costumes and our very popular Halloween candy bar. We ask that you bring an unopened bag or 2 of candy to place in the candy bar. We will give you a Halloween bag, which you can then fill up with all the delicious candy from this amazing candy bar. And then on the following Sunday, so exciting, Sunday, November 5th, we are going to have our mortgage release celebration. Woohoo! That is really something. Having been around here long enough to know when we started that mortgage, it is amazing that we are at this place. And, you know, thanks to everyone, obviously the ministers who have been here, everybody who's been on the board, the finance committee, all the folks who worked on everything that has led up to this moment, and of course your contributions and donations toward that. It's just amazing to me that we're at that place. So we hope you can join us as we release not only our church mortgage, but any limiting or lack thoughts that we may be holding onto. It will be a great release. So hope you can join us for that. And now it's greeting time, and as we have been doing, we're remaining in our seats as we offer each other the Gandhi blessing for peace, this call and response prayer. So if you're able, please stand and situate yourself so that you can see the other members of the congregation. Take some time to look at each other and really make a heart-to-heart connection. And from that place, I offer you peace. I offer you love. I offer you friendship. I see your beauty. I hear your needs. Our wisdom flows from the highest source. And I salute that source in you. Let us work together for unity and peace. Amen. And now if you please take your seats, and please join me in affirming our statement of faith, which you will find in your bulletin together. There was only one presence and one power, active as the universe and as my life, God the good, omnipotence. And now for today's daily word, which is together, right? Sunday, October 8th. Okay, together. We have a little, we got it together. And the affirmation is, the presence of God unites us as we work, play, and pray together. The message: joining with others to work makes the job easier. Joining together for fun multiplies the enjoyment. The camaraderie, cooperation, and support of togetherness give me a boost and brighten my mood. The indwelling Christ presence is alive in all people everywhere. When I work, play, or pray with others, something greater than the sum of our individual efforts and insights results. The divine love that binds us multiplies as we recognize it in one another and give it fuller expression in ourselves. Work becomes more productive, play more enjoyable, and prayer more fulfilling. Today we produce more good work and feel more joy and happiness than any one of us could accomplish on our own. For where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, I am there among them. Matthew chapter 18, verse 20. And again, today's word is together, and the affirmation is, the presence of God unites us as we work, play, and pray together. And so it is. Amen. And now we'll have Reverend Christine.
Thank you, Catherine. Will the ushers please come forward? This is a time in our service when we have the opportunity to experience and express gratitude, love, and abundance. We know that when we freely and joyfully give, we are opening ourselves up to the abundance in the universe. So today, take a moment to open your mind and heart to divine guidance. Feel that love and joy-filled blessing of giving. Whether you're giving with a check or cash today or later online with a credit card, hold that giving in your heart and bless it with your love. Let's also add an intangible blessing for everyone here today, an additional blessing that you'd like to bestow onto this community here. Perhaps it is a blessing of togetherness or peace or love. Hold that in your heart as well. Let yourself feel as grateful as you can to God in you as your one true source of all. And then please join me with our offering blessing together. Divine love flowing as me blesses and multiplies all that I am and have, all that I give and receive, and so it is. Amen.
Bring me back to center. Bring me back to flow. Now my soul surrenders. Peace is all I know. Bring me back to center. Bring me back to flow. Now my soul surrenders. Peace is all I know. Peace is all I know. Peace is all I know. In this moment I am whole. Peace is all I know. Bring me back to knowing. Peace is letting go. Love is overflowing. Peace is all I know. Peace is all I know. Peace is all I know. In this moment I am whole. Peace is all I know. Peace is all I know. Peace is all I know. In this moment I am whole. Peace is all I know. In this moment I am whole. Peace is all I know.
That was beautiful. Thank you, Carolyn. Well, this month, our affirmation focuses on the spiritual power of order. Now, if order is a spiritual power, then why do so many of us feel disorder more than order? Right? Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore wrote that order is the first law of the universe. Indeed, there would be no universe unless its various parts were kept in perfect harmony. Well, I don't know about you, but to me, there doesn't seem to be a lot of perfect harmony or order abounding in this universe these days. Anyone else with me on that? Oh, I'm the only one? No. All right, thank you. So is Mr. Fillmore wrong, or is something awry? How many of you have or now feeling very busy? Anyone? Anyone? Show of hands. All right, thank you. Thank you. And how many of you sometimes feel, especially now, a sense of dread as the holidays approach? Yeah, a lot to do, a lot to do. Exactly. Busy, busy, busy. Busy, busy, busy. Busyness, well, that seems to be a current epidemic. Busyness can take us away from those relationships and activities that we say matter to us. Now, Brother David Strender-Ross wrote that the Chinese word for busy is composed of two characters, heart and killing. When we are busy, 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 all busy out here, we drown out or smother the quiet wisdom of our heart, our very spirituality. In the biblical book of Ecclesiastes, there is a proverb, but better one hand full of quiet than two hands striving after the wind. Yeah. Increasing our levels of doing does not bring peace, safety, or balance. It is more like striving after wind. So doing more only makes us more deaf to who we are spiritually and the inherent order in the universe that Charles Fillmore speaks about. And many of the prayers that I hear, people saying, pray for me, is, oh, I want more balance in my life. I just want balance in my life. And I wonder what that means. Does it mean I want the world to stop so I can get off? Or some type of static position that will somehow allow us to breathe or just be? I notice that when I am busy, 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 I can drift into boredom, which often puts me on automatic pilot. Or I look to distractions, which hold me hostage, like the bottomless pit of Facebook, or those Facebook reels you were talking about, Rob, or those games we play on our phones. Anyone else do any of that? Yeah, thank you. These distractions, well, they don't bring us peace or a sense of balance. So let's look at balance for a moment, right? Now, Tony here has agreed to demonstrate a yoga pose. So come on up, and as she comes forward, I'd like everyone to stand. Everyone stand. Okay. Tony. And you're either going to try the pose, the yoga pose, because I know some of you do yoga. Either try the yoga pose that Tony is doing, or simply stand and lift one foot off the floor. Now, if you're like me, you're probably going to have to keep your hand or a finger or two on, okay? And let's do this. Let's do this. Yep, there we go. All right. Anybody else wobbling? All right. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Tony. Let's give Tony a... Now, not besmirching Tony, but how long do you think Tony or you could actually hold that pose? And as you're holding that pose, I'm sure you're simply relaxed and at ease. No, you're struggling not to fall down. It's a lot of work to keep that pose of balance. It's not easy, even though it might be easier for some. It's like a seesaw, isn't it? And if you ever were on a seesaw, one's up or one's down. Really hard to keep that seesaw even, balanced, without your feet touching the ground. Yeah. So let's take a closer look at this spiritual power of order, and then we'll have a suggestion from Jesus. One of the aspects of order is adjustment. And you know what is not an aspect of order? Balance. So what is adjustment? It is our spiritual power of modifying our thoughts, words, and actions to support our wholeness of being. Since it is impossible to remain perpetually balanced, perhaps what we're really longing for is a wholeness of being. You know, we tend to live in a sense of duality or separation. We think there is only action or only stillness, that there is no stillness in the action and there is no action in the stillness. We think they exist independent of each other, and so perhaps that is the thinking that results in us feeling out of control or overwhelmed. Anything but wholeness of being. You know, there is a difference between polar opposites and polarity. We see action and stillness as polar opposites when they are really related on a continuum of polarity. Action and stillness are not problems to be solved, but rather equals that we can juggle. So do we need more balance, or do we need to adjust something? In her book, Divine Audacity, Reverend Linda Martella Whitsett writes that the adjusting power of order is our ability to shift our attention to the other polarity. Our adjusting ability is inherent. Mr. Fillmore, in his book, The Revealing Word, wrote that the divine idea of order is the idea of adjustment. And as this is established in a person's thought, their mind and affairs will be at one with universal harmony. Universal harmony. Oh, wait a minute. I mentioned that in the first quote from Charles Fillmore. Order is the first law of the universe. Indeed, there would be no universe unless its various parts were kept in perfect harmony. So who keeps the various parts in perfect harmony? You. We all do. How do we do that? How do we feel that longing in our heart for balance and wholeness of being? Let's look at the Gospel of Luke, chapter 10, verses 38 to 42, and it's titled, At the Home of Martha and Mary. As Jesus and his disciples were on their way, he came to a village where a woman named Martha opened her home to him. She had a sister called Mary, who sat at the Lord's feet listening to what he said. But Martha was distracted by all the preparations that had to be made. She came to him and asked, Lord, don't you care that my sister has left me to do all the work by myself? Tell her to help me. Martha, Martha, the Lord answered, You were worried and upset about many things, but few things are needed, or indeed only one. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken from her. Now, in Unity, we interpret the Bible metaphysically, not literally. So let's take a moment and do that. Every person in the Bible represents you at different levels of awareness. That includes Jesus. Jesus represents your Christ perfection within, who's always nudging you, who's always trying to tell you stuff. So both Mary and Martha, they both are you. Have you ever been so busy that you don't feel you can take time to pray or meditate? I won't ask for a show of hands. Have you ever taken time to pray and meditate and got annoyed when outside demanding thoughts tried to take over? Now imagine this great prophet or rabbi comes to your house with 12 of his closest friends. You're not expecting him, and now you're running through the living room, the dining room, the guest bathroom, grabbing up, clothes that were lying there, shoes, food wrappers, dog toys. You're casually, but frantically picking them all up and shoving them into a closet or into a bedroom, right? And now you feel you also need to feed them, but you also want to be with them. Hence the creation of an open floor plan in our houses, which I do not like, because it just means there's another room that you need to keep clean and orderly. No, I'm not a fan. But you want to hear. You're desiring to hear. But there's still much to do. Where is that darn balance? Yeah, where is that balance? Well, is Martha wrong to want to be hospitable? No. Is Mary wrong because she wants to savor every word to hear? No. Now, in the Bible, we don't get inflections. Did Jesus say, "Martha, Martha," in a condemning way to shame Martha? Well, I've never picked that type of behavior up from Jesus. Well, unless he's talking to the Philistines. All right, maybe then. But perhaps hear your inner voice or your Christness is lovingly bringing you to your inner wisdom, to listen to your power of adjustment. Martha, you're worried and upset about many things, but few things are needed, or indeed only one. Mary has chosen, and it will not be taken from her. In my early days of religion, I was told Martha was kind of wrong and not to be emulated, while Mary was the good sister and was to be followed. I never understood that. In our Metaphysical Bible Dictionary, unity has a metaphysical interpretation. And it says, Martha represents the outer activity of the soul that is receiving the higher self. All right, Martha. Yeah. Mary represents the inner or soul receptivity. Martha desires to show her love by service. Mary shows hers by learning at Jesus' feet. Both of these activities are necessary, but we should take heed that in our desire to serve, we do not forget our times of communion with our indwelling Lord Christ. We should not set greater value on active service than on quiet, loving listening to the Spirit of truth within us. And here, service represents anything that you do in the world with love. Yes, even work. So what does this story have to tell us about balance, order, and adjustment? That we need both, inner and the outer, action and stillness, words and silence, doing and rest, work and fun. We do not live in an either-or universe. We are not spiritual or human. We are both. And yet we say, where is the balance in my life? Where is the order? Any sense of lack of these exists in us, in our consciousness. And yes, I can already hear some of you thinking, but there is too much going on in my life. There isn't enough time or hours in the day. And yet you have within you the spiritual power of order and the aspect of adjustment. No, it's not a magic wand that changes other people or your job or your boss. It is the ability for you to adjust your thoughts, words, and actions. So your thought may be that you want to be a Mary, but you're stuck being a Martha. Well, what's a wannabe Mary to do? When I am too busy to pray, I choose to fly in faith and double my usual time in prayer and meditation. And then something strange happens. First, and yeah, okay, this could be strange. First, I am calmer and more at peace. Secondly, my to-do list starts shifting. I discover that someone else already did that thing on my list, or that thing on my list can be done by somebody else. I realize that maybe I don't have to do the whole task today. And then sometimes I discover that a particular task that I thought had to be done doesn't even have to be done at all. And I've also discovered a newfound ability to lovingly set boundaries and even say no. You see, you are not a victim to the busy world. You are both Martha and Mary, and you have the power within to adjust and to be at peace no matter how busy the world appears. When you choose what is better, no one and nothing can take that away from you. This week, love your Martha and be your Mary. Open your true self to the quiet wisdom of your heart and to the order of a harmonious universe. Instead of longing for balance, declare that your very being is whole and at peace. And so it is. Namaste.
All right. Wow. So at this time, we invite you to get ready to sing our peace song by forming a circle in the sanctuary, however that works for you. And then we'll sing together. It's a group project. Yeah, looking good. like one of those exercises, like they take you out in the woods, like a corporate retreat, and you have to figure out how to like build a house from sticks or something. Yeah. It's great. It's kind of fascinating every weekend. All right, my dears, you did it. So now let us take a deep breath in as we sing our Unity Peace song together. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
So, as we remain standing in our circle for our prayer of protection, let us join together. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Very nice. And as you return to your seats, well done. And as we bring our service to a close, Reverend Christine will turn off our Christ candle as we acknowledge that we all know and affirm that the Christ light within us can never be dimmed, for we are always one with the divine.
Well, I want to thank everyone for helping to make today's service, Sunday celebration service. Special thanks to Tony for the wonderful demonstration. Yay, Tony. Actually, it was her idea, too, so yeah. Also, thanks to our wonderful prayer chaplains for holding us in sacred prayer today. And we have two prayer chaplains who are with us today, Louise and Lynn. These two wonderful people will be here in the sanctuary, thank you, and available for one-on-one prayer with you. And it's very easy. All you need to do is come up to them and say, "Would you pray with me?" They'll take it from there. But it does involve something from everyone else in this room. And what I need everyone else to do is to quietly and quickly leave the sanctuary. And if you want to talk to somebody, bring them out to either the atrium or into the community room. Have some coffee and snacks with us, all right? But we need to have the room empty so they can pray in a confidential and quiet way with any of you that would like that one-on-one prayer. You may also, in the pew, in the little slot in front of you where you're sitting, there is a prayer request card. You can fill that out, and you can put that in the prayer box, which is in the corner in the back of the sanctuary. And for those of you online, if you have a prayer request, just send that to us by email. Send it to prayerrequest@unityhartford.org. That prayer request will go to our prayer chaplains, who will be honored to pray with you, and of course they'll hold your prayer request in complete confidence. And there are many others who help with today. Thank you to all of those, especially our worship assistant, Catherine. Thank you so much. Our greeters, Mary and Gail. Thank you. Where's Gail? There's Gail. Thank you. Our ushers, and was that you, Mary, again? Mary and Bonnie. Thank you. Mary's on today. And our choir, this wonderful group, Deborah, Liston, Rob, and Wendy. Thank you so much for leading us in song. And our wonderful hospitality team, Jocelyn, Joan, and I don't know if Georgina's here today. And there were others, I'm sure, who helped set up. I know Maria helped set up, and thank you to all who helped set up. And thank you in advance to all of you who will help clean up. And if you'd like to clean up, but you're like, I don't know what to do, see that woman right there, Jocelyn. And Joan, are you going to help? You're going to help too. She always stays and helps. So thank you to you two wonderful people. Now we have a packet of information about this church and the Unity Worldwide movement that we would like to give to anyone who is here for the first time. If you're here for the first time, just raise your hand, let me know, and we will get an information package to you. If you're online and it's your first time with us, or maybe you've been online several times and now you really have questions about us, that's great. Send us an email. Send it to officemgr@unityhartford.org. Include your mailing address, and we will send that to you. I also want to thank, there's been a couple people in our congregation who have been ill with COVID, others who've been ill with the flu, and I want to thank all of you for staying home. I mean that. I'm really so appreciative that you're staying home, taking care of yourself. Certainly you can join us online, but it is really important because you don't want me to get sick. I am no fun to be around when I'm sick, and it'll cause a lot of havoc around here. So thank you for staying at home and keeping me well. All right. So thank you. But I also want to give much thanks to our wonderful music director, Carolyn. And I know you have something special for our closing prayer. Our choir's coming up, right? Okay.
I want to make sure this guy's on. There we go. All right, little something special. So the choir is coming up because I'd like to ask all of you if you'd like to join me for this last one. So you have the words to a song called Holy, Holy Way. And your job, if you so choose, your mission, is to sing all the things that are in red, the color red. I'll sing something, and then you echo after me with those words in red. And the choir is here to be your little proxy. So if you don't know when to sing, or you're not totally sure how it goes, they're here to help you guys out, okay? Does that make sense? All right, so why don't we stand? Let's stand, why not? Let's close out with some energy, and let's sing together, Holy, Holy Way. So again, I'll sing a little thing, and then you in choir will do your beautiful echo, all right? Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me know that love is all around me.
Let me know that love is all around me.
Oh, let me know that love is all around me.
Let me know that love is all around me.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy,
let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love, let
You
me
got
love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me know that love is all around me.
Let me know that love is all around me.
Oh, let me know that love is all around me.
Let me know that love is all around me.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve
Let me hear you.
in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love,
Let me love in a holy, holy way. You guys did it. What did you think? Was that fun?
Great job.
I know, I'm making you work for it at the end. And choir gets extra pay for today, of course. Thank you so much. That was fun having you all sing together. And thanks for joining us here today, both here in person or online. We look forward to seeing you next Sunday here in person or on our website or Facebook for 10:30 a.m. Sunday celebration service. We also hope to see you Wednesday at 7. Don't forget Facebook 30-minute meditation service. Don't forget, wonderful break in the middle of your week if you'd like to join us. We wish you a week filled with blessings. Enjoy this beautiful fall day.